Right? Since there aren't that many decent Flowmap tutorials out there, I'm gonna try and show how to set one up. A small disclaimer though, I only learned recently how to set them up, so I might explain poorly and the result isn't amazing, but hey, at least it's something. This is kind of the result I'm going for, and it's very simple, but at least, again, it's something. First of all, go to techartist.com and get the Flowmap painter. You can use Houdini, of course, but I'm still haven't had the time to learn Houdini, so I'm not going to explain that because that will take me a longer time. Once you get it, you can open it and you can get a random texture here, etc. I'm not going to go into all the options. These are all the static basic options that are there. One thing I changed is where the flow map is going to be exported to. Let's basically get a very random shape going for now. I'm going to increase the strength, I'm going to increase the radius, and let's just get a very simple flow going. There. As you can see, it's slowly moving around. And that's all we need for now. Go as far as like this. There. Alright. You can see how it's moving. That should be all you need. You can disable and enable the flow lines to see how it flows. Let's bake to texture. There we go. And it will save the flow map. There it is. It's PNG, which is more than enough. And let's go to Unreal Engine 4 now. Alright, we have Unreal Engine 4 open. So let's get the flow map. Here's my content browser. I already have one here. Let me re-import it. And it's this one, flow map there. I'm gonna place it down. There we go. And let's set up everything as it should. First you wanna basically make this a vector 2. So I'm gonna component mask this. And a mask just basically only takes the channels you need. So this is the red channel, green channel, blue channel, and alpha channel, and I only need the red and the green. So there we go. Now it only has red and green enabled. And I'm going to get a subtract. I keep saying subtract because for some reason my Dutch brain thinks that's the proper word. You can start previewing, but you won't see anything at the moment. And I think at 0 you actually see it. Yeah, there we go. Let's just have it at 0 for now. I'm going to put a reminder to change this. There. Now we get a very awesome material function that's actually available in Unreal Engine 4. And that's called Flowmaps. There are a few, but I'm just going to use the regular one. There we go. And this should go into the flow map vector. Because it's a flow map, that makes sense, I guess. And then I need 2 textures, a normal map and a grayscale texture. Now, there are a few in the engine content folder. So let's just get those for speed's sake. It's the water diffuse and a water normal map. You can use your own water textures or your own water normal maps, of course. You can use bitmap to material, whatever, just to generate it. But for now, this is fine. I'm going to use this into the diffuse and the normal map in the normal map, which makes total awesome sense. There we go. And let's try to hook it up already. It should work, I think. Oh yeah, there. Gonna need a bit more magic though, but stop previewing and let's try 0.5. Let's get a random texture here. There you go, it's already doing something. It's something. It's not enough yet, but we'll change that. I think if you lower the subtract to 0.3 or 0.2, you actually see what it's doing. There's some flow going on here, as you can see. Alright, let's add a bit more magic to it. Let me think. Alright, I need another texture sample. You can just render out a cloud texture. I'm going to show you real quick how to do it in Photoshop. I'm sure you can find a few on Google or whatever. File, new texture, black and white, filter, render, clouds, and that should already be enough. If you press Ctrl F, then you get an infinite amount of them, and they always tell, so that's good. File, save as, work tests, Flowmap, PNG, and call it clouds for now. That's fine. No compression. Let's open our engine again. There's the content browser. There you are. Import clouds. Boom. Place it here. And let's see. What will be the best way? Okay, let's get a texture coordinate. If you hold down the U button, left mouse click, you get a texture coordinate node. There we are. I think the best way would just be 1, 1 or 2, 2. If it's 1, it's a regular scale for the texture, and if you 2, then you multiply it. If you do 0.5, you have texture. But if you're looking for Flowmap tutorials, you probably already know that. Let's see. I'm gonna add that, and I'm gonna frag that. Oh yeah, small, cool, interesting thing as well. If you can't find your thing, just hold down the F button, at least press it once, and boom, it comes back. I'm gonna put this into the texture UV thingy there, and I need a time. Where are you? Time there. I'm gonna multiply that with 0.25 to make it slower, and put it into the add. Let's preview this for now. It's sort of panning. It's also behaving a little bit weird, but that should be fine in a bit. And let's get another add going here, and let's just use red channel, and let's see if I can put the time in there. Start previewing that. Oh, that's a lot of white. Okay, and that should go into the time. Stop previewing. And it's moving a bit more erratically now. Let's see if we can tweak it a little bit. Open one looks a little bit better. Maybe I'm just going to go for the time with speed variable still. Let's put that into the multiply and the other one here. There. And for speed, it's almost the same thing, but it should not move now. It should be still, and if we do 1, it should slowly be moving. Let's try 0.1. There you go. There's some movement going on. Let's make it a bit faster. There. I wonder if I can just disable the frac. I think I can. So let's do it because I'm not a fan of frac in this case. Okay. What else do we need now? Okay, well, the diffuse we need and a few other things. I've actually got another texture for myself ready, I think. Like I said, you can make your own water textures and whatever. And I'm gonna use the, actually got two. Luos Magic 1 and Luos is for elements. I need to change that still. Let's just get one of them. And since they are grayscale textures, I'm gonna just pick a random one. Put it into a lerp. You can see it's just black and white. Let's pick one that looks a bit more like water. Okay, neither of them look like water. And just pick that one, that should be fine. Get two colors going on. The A will be whatever is darkest. So let's go with darkish blue. There, and this should be red or white. I wonder if that works nice. There we go, that looks a bit like some kind of water. Not perfect, but for the sake of example, it should be more than enough. And let's get another lerp. If you hold down the L button, left mouse click, you get a lerp. And I put the colored one in A and just get the diffuse of this flow map into B. Put that into the base color there. Stop previewing, of course. And you can see that there's something moving, but it's a bit heavy. So I'm gonna show you what the lerp does. If it's 0, it should only be showing A. And 1 is B, yes. So I'm gonna get 0.1 or something. Just get a little bit of the diffuse going on. And I wanna make this a bit bigger. Hold down the U button, get the texture coordinate by left clicking. And let's get this tiled a bit more. 4 may be a bit much. Let's tile it 2 times. There. What else do we need now? Let's clean up the normal and the distortion a bit. There. Need another component mask. In this case, I only need the alpha. There, I'm gonna get that from the distortion. And let's preview that. You can see there's a little bit of alpha going on here, but I need it to be stronger. So let's see if we can get a bit more with multiply. Let's multiply it by 50. 100. Okay, it's not really doing that much. So 40 maybe. I'm not seeing that much change. Oh wait, I'm not previewing the right one. That's why. I can actually see it. And 100, you can see the flow map better. It's 10, 20. Let's try 20 for now. I'm also gonna add a little bit. Add just adds. So if I'm gonna add a component, it adds 0.1 to all the pixels you'll see, which makes it a bit more smooth. There. And you want this between the 0 and 1. You don't want it to be so bright that it's starting to emit light, and you don't want it so dark that it's in the minus and creating black holes and whatever. So I'm going to use a clamp. And clamps between two values, in this case 0 and 1. But you can change it if you want to over here. And then I'm going to need a lerp. There. And that's for the normal map. And the normal map is going to go into B. There you go. Now I can actually see the normal map going along the flow. And this value, I have actually no idea exactly. This looks decent enough. And I'm going to normalize that just in case. Put that into the normal. Stop previewing. There. Let's make it a bit more clear what's going on with using the actual Flowmap texture. Here's the base color. And maybe increase the substrate. Let's try 1. There's a bit over the top. 0.1 maybe. Let's see if the frac actually makes a difference in this case. Does it or does it not? Nah. Let's increase the speed a little. You can actually see what's going on. Let me make this part a little bit bigger. You can actually see that there is flow going on. Slowly moving here. It's not perfect, but it's something. And I don't think that the Flowmap painter is really that well done. I actually think it's made in Unity, but let's keep that between us. Alright. Let's do some final touches. Get this back into the base color. And get a little bit of flow going on in the texture as well. So let's add a panner. Stick it into the UVs. And get the coordinates going. X is horizontal, Y is vertical. Let's get a little bit of, actually, since this is rotating, we can actually try a rotator. See what that does. Okay, small thing with the rotator, let me explain that. At the moment, the center is in this, is half-half, so 0.5, 0.5, and that's the center of the rotator. And you can see the way it's rotating that's correct. But if you have like U and V tiling of 2, so it's tiling 2 times, and you put it into the rotator, the rotation looks off. That's because you now need to double the center. And with that, it's back in the center again. So if this is actually 0.5 and 0.5, which makes it only half time, and normally this is 0.5, 0.5, then it's still off. But because this was halved, you also need to halve this. So there, there, and it's back in the center again. Now let's see if I can actually make this a bit more clear, make this color a bit darker there. Maybe this as well. Let's go back to actually tiling 2 times. There. With the added rotation, you actually almost don't even see the flow map going. But for my sake, I'm actually just going to get the panner. Get a little bit of panning going on. A little bit more probably. In the minus, need to go down a little bit. And as you can see, there is actually some flowing going on now. Alright, let me save this and apply that to this thing. There. Okay, to show you once more how that actually looks with this texture. I'm gonna save it. It's following the flow map. It's going upwards here, downwards here. It will probably be a lot better if I put some more effort into the flow map painter, so keep that in mind. Actually, why not going to do that a little bit now? I don't want to spend too much of your time. I'm going to clear the flow map and let's make the center go outwards a little bit. Actually, I want this to be a bit smaller. Let's just go outwards here. Doesn't need to be perfect. I actually want to see the flow lines. That helps me a lot. There. And get a bit lower strength as well, and paint the edges once more. This reduces the strength a lot. There, as you can see, it's a bit less heavy. There. I'm gonna go back to that a little bit later. Increase the strength a little bit and get the corners going. Just go inwards a little bit there. Keep in mind that the texture I'm painting here is just a reference. This is the actual texture you're painting. I keep pressing just on the taskbar. Should actually make the flow map painter a bit smaller. That might actually help, but I'm already there. The best thing you can do is use a tablet, Wacom board, whatever, into a thingy. There's already a little bit. Reduce the strength, increase the pressure a little bit, and go down a little bit more around here. See me click. Okay, and then just go around here for funsies. And there. And make it all flow a little bit more along with that thing. I'm not going to make it ultra perfect. I could spend a lot of time with this, but I have more things to do, and you probably as well. Okay. And this is the actual flow map now. Let me hide the flow lines. Doesn't look like much, but it is actually doing this. So yay. I'm gonna bake to texture again. And it should now overlap my flow map. Yes, it replaced it. So in the content browser here, I should be able to re-import it. There. Now it's behaving more like what I expected it to do. Get another light going there. Those lighting ones. Yeah, it probably is a crappy light map. So apply the textures again. There we go. As you can see, it's moving outwards here on the edges now. It looks a bit more like ooze at the moment. And it's also going outwards here on the rocks. On the centerpiece. Let's get back to using this texture. And probably if you increase the time a little bit, you'll get a better, faster result. Yeah, that already looks a bit better. Still looks a bit odd, but you get the point. And we can also increase this again. I think. Let's see what 1 does. Okay, that's really insane, and 0 probably does nothing. Oh, actually the other way around. So 0.5 is what it actually should be, but I'm not really fond of that. Let's try 0.3 and save it. And now the flow map is doing stuff. Obviously, if I make that old texture, where are you? There. Translucent, yada yada yada. Let's see. I wonder if that looks, if that works. It's something. Let's just keep it at that for now. There we go. One last thing, because I'm Luos. There. Save. This isn't an actual water tutorial, just showed you how the flow maps work. For actual water tutorials, you need to look elsewhere. And also let me get a better texture for that, because oh my god. That's the static mesh Luos. There we are. Base color of 0.45. Yeah, that looks much better. Okay, as you can see, the flow map is doing its job. And if you put a lot more time in it, you can get way better results. But probably the best way to do this is to use Odin. But maybe James can explain that one time. Alright, that's it for now. Hope you learned at least something. Take care.